Hello, everyone. Welcome back to NLS Norwegian Language School. Order in the court. Today, we are entering the courtroom. Crime and punishment is one of the most common and most difficult topics in the IELTS exam. It's also a topic we discuss in real life all the time. We talk about safety, we talk about the news, we talk about justice. But here's the problem. When English learners talk about crime, they often sound a bit simple. He is a bad man. He stole money. He should go to jail. If you write this in a university essay or an IELTS Task 2 exam, you will not get a high score. You need to sound objective, precise, and sophisticated. Today, I'm going to teach you 15 high-level words related to law, crime, and justice. We are going to move beyond jail and talk about incarceration. We won't just say stop crime, we will talk about deterrence. I want you to think like a lawyer today. Are you ready? Let's look at the evidence. First, let's talk about young people committing crimes. Don't say young criminals or bad kids. The academic term is juvenile delinquency. Juvenile means young person. Delinquency means minor crime or bad behavior. Lack of parental supervision is a major cause of juvenile delinquency. Sport programs are effective in reducing juvenile delinquency in rough neighborhoods. This is a huge topic in IELTS. Make sure you can spell it. Not all crimes are murder or robbery. What about stealing a wallet or graffiti? We call these small, minor offenses petty crime. Petty means of little importance. Tourists should be aware of petty crime like pickpocketing in the city center. The police don't have enough resources to investigate every petty crime. It's the opposite of a serious crime or a felony. And what about crimes committed by rich people in offices? Fraud, tax evasion, stealing company money. We call this white-collar crime because they wear white shirts, suits, not blue shirts, manual workers. White-collar crime often costs the economy more than street crime. He was arrested for white-collar crime involving millions of dollars in fraud. This adds great variety to your vocabulary. Here is a band 9 word. You go to prison, you get out, you commit a crime again, you go back. This cycle of reoffending is called recidivism. The goal of the prison system should be to reduce recidivism rates. High rates of recidivism suggest that the current punishment system is failing. If you use this word in an essay about prisons, the examiner will love you. When a crime is happening everywhere, don't just say, it is common. Use prevalent. It means widespread in a particular area at a particular time. Drug abuse is becoming increasingly prevalent among teenagers. Cybercrime is far more prevalent now than it was 10 years ago. It's a sophisticated adjective for common. Okay, they caught the criminal. Where do they go? To prison. But the formal noun for the state of being in prison is incarceration. The U.S. has one of the highest incarceration rates in the world. Critics argue that mass incarceration does not solve social problems. It sounds much more academic than putting people in jail. Why do we punish people? We want to scare them so they don't do it again. Something that discourages you from doing something is a deterrent. Many people believe that the death penalty acts as a deterrent to serious crime. Security cameras are an effective deterrent against shoplifting. This is the core argument for punishment. But is fear enough? Many argue we should help criminals change, learn skills, and become better citizens. This process is rehabilitation. Prisons should focus on rehabilitation rather than just punishment. Through education and therapy, the rehabilitation of offenders is possible. This is the most common debate in IELTS Task 2, punishment versus rehabilitation. Now, the most serious punishment of all, the death penalty. In formal English, we call it capital punishment. Capital punishment has been abolished in most European countries. There is a heated ethical debate surrounding capital punishment. Even if you disagree with it, you need to know the term. What about physical punishment, like hitting a child or beating a prisoner? This is corporal punishment. Corporal relates to the body, corpus. Corporal punishment is banned in schools in many parts of the world. Some parents still believe that corporal punishment is necessary for discipline. Be careful not to confuse capital, death, with corporal, physical pain. Laws don't just appear. The government writes them. The collection of laws or the act of making laws is legislation. The government introduced new legislation to combat online fraud. Strict legislation is required to protect the environment. Don't just say new laws, say new legislation. A law is useless if nobody follows it. The police must make sure people obey. They enforce the law. It is the job of the police to enforce the speed limit. The new rules are good, but they are difficult to enforce. Law enforcement is a huge part of justice. What about you? You follow the rules. You don't commit crimes. You are a law-abiding citizen. Abide means to accept or follow. Law-abiding citizens should not be afraid of the police. The new tax policy hurts ordinary law-abiding families. This is a great positive adjective. What makes a good judge? They don't take sides. They are fair. The word is impartial, not partial, neutral. A judge must remain impartial throughout the trial. We need an impartial investigation to find the truth. If a judge is not impartial, there is no justice. Finally, a complex legal phrase. Sometimes a person commits a crime, but there is a reason that makes it less bad. Maybe they were starving or under extreme stress. These are mitigating circumstances, factors that lessen the severity of the crime. The judge gave him a lighter sentence due to mitigating circumstances. Poverty is often cited as a mitigating circumstance in theft cases. Using this phrase shows extremely high proficiency. So, the court is adjourned. What is the verdict on your vocabulary? Do you feel ready to discuss recidivism, legislation, and rehabilitation? These words transform you. They take you from someone simply describing bad things to someone analyzing the complex machinery of society. But remember, the law is strict. If you break the rules of grammar or if you neglect your vocabulary, the penalty is a low score. Just kidding. But seriously, practice is the only law that matters in language learning. If you need a lawyer, a teacher, to help you navigate the rules of English, we are here for you. At NLS Norwegian Language School, we help you build your case for fluency. Whether you need to pass the IELTS exam to emigrate, or you want to improve your professional legal or business English, join our small group classes to debate these topics and improve your speaking confidence. Or book one-on-one private lessons if you need specific help with writing or grammar. We are flexible. We run seasonal courses, spring, summer, autumn, winter, but you can register by the week. There is no life sentence here. You study when it suits you. So become a law-abiding student of English. Call us today at 9081-4756 or visit nlsnorwegian.no to register. Don't be guilty of lazy English. Call 9081-4756. Thank you for watching. Stay out of trouble, and I'll see you in the next video.